Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and yes, I'm inside of a rocket that we're going to set up today. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so as suggested, I had several people say, please make the Longsword. So, we're going to go ahead and make the Longsword. I do need to get this piece right here. I think it's the only piece. I thought it was a crossguard. Doesn't it say crossguard? Ah, handguard. So that's what I messed up with. This thing right here, Handguard Pattern. Oh well, we'll throw this in there. There we go. So I'll get the Handguard Pattern. Let's go ahead and get that made. I'm just gonna make it out of my standard materials. Let's go ahead and get bone. It's really easy just to make this thing. I'm really not gonna use it as a tool to fight with, because we do have the shurikens. So this is more just a tool for movement, really. Let's go ahead and get this longsword. So apparently, this thing will jot you forward. So, whenever I do my double jumps, this is supposed to sort of propel you forward, I guess, in a way. Kind of. Like that. Ow. Oh, there we go. So it's like a... you draw it back, and then it propels yourself. Yeah. Gives you like that extra boost. You kind of got to hold it, though. That's not bad. I don't know if there's other materials that are, you know, better at getting this, but I mean, this definitely makes our movement a little bit faster. And it'll definitely make some later game stuff a little bit easier. Hopefully. I don't know if I can take this any further, but this already has 7.6 damage. And that's without any modifiers on it. That's got 3 modifier slots. You can quartz that thing up. And it'd be super powerful. So yeah, pretty nice. Alright, so I did want to kind of show you guys a little bit of something that was pointed out by Miles in my Discord. She's really nice. Definitely very helpful. She did mention that people were talking about, why is the blue flames not animated? And people were blaming the shader packs. It's not the shader packs. I'm sorry. It's the settings I had in Optifine. So you go into options, you go under video settings, animations, and I had terrain animations turned off. And if you turn it off, you're going to see the animations actually stop working. So that's what's causing that. I know it's just a small little thing. It does help a little bit with your frame rate, not much. I mean, honestly, I want it just so I can see the direction that these conveyor belts are going. Yeah, it does add a little bit to the game, but not much. I mean, you just get a little bit of fire animation and things like that. That's really all it's doing. I mean, it's just those things that are actually animated. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. I know some people were kind of wondering, why is it not working? But it does. All right, so we have a little bit to process. Let me go ahead and turn that guy on. And let's go ahead and make some advanced... Wait. Okay, the animation was kind of broken. I was like, what is going on? Okay, so let's go ahead and make some advanced ender alloy. We need this stuff. So, just throw all of this stuff in here. Ender pearls there. And you're going to see it's going to start working. And we should have enough to get us a couple of these things. I only need a couple for right now. If I need more, I'll make more later. Don't know what all this is used for. Void pickaxe, I don't really want that. You know, we might just make the rest of this. What is this? In shovel? Whoa, that's a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff that this mod adds in. I mean, this is the really high tier stuff in this mod, but the main thing we need is, of course, this compressor. I hope none of the other stuff requires this material. You know what? Let's just go ahead and make the rest. Make whatever else we can get. It's not a big deal. The next thing we're gonna have to do is jump into better with mods. Look at that. We got the advancement. We got to jump into some more better with mods and kind of finish that mod up. There's not too much left with that mod, so we should be pretty good. And there we go. There's all the items that we need. Sweet. So we kind of store those away. And let's go back over here and start playing with some better with mod stuff. I don't know about you guys, but kind of interested in finishing this up. So last time we worked with this, we ended up making ourselves a soul urn. And the soul urn is actually used down the road here. And you can see, you take the, where's it at? The Stoke Crucible. You make a soul urn. You take coal dust, iron ingots, and we need this soul flux. Now the soul flux comes from a stoked cauldron. Not a crucible that we were working on, a cauldron. And that's going to get us this, but we need to break it down first and get ourselves some endstone that's broken down. Now, I think this thing might reach... I think if you right click on it, it does show like a little box around it. And I think it only goes out, it only goes like 7. So I don't think it goes out this far. I think a good way to test is by throwing an item on the ground. No particle effects. There's the particle effects. But does it work there? And this is also, every now and then it's toggling this off with the redstone signal, as you can see. It does turn it off. So yeah, it doesn't reach out here. Automating this thing would be kind of difficult. We have to set up another hopper, basically. But anyways, we can go ahead and get some of that stone going. Shouldn't take very long at all. Let's go ahead and get some end stone. We should have quite a bit of that. And yeah, you just throw it in there. It's going to do its thing. We do need to break this and get us something different up here. I'll go ahead and put that there, just a placement block. Yeah, let me know. You guys like to see the fire animate? It really doesn't make that much of a difference to me whether it's animated or not. I don't want it doing that. Random tick lag stuff that happens. That kind of breaks it down. I don't think I can use the crucible for this. I really don't. So we got white cobble. I think I did this before. Don't remember. Oh well, we just need to make a bit of it. Let me go ahead and grab this. Gotta love that sound. And we need this guy. Actually, we have one over here. What am I talking about? We have an extra one. So let's take this cauldron. Plop that guy right there. It is now stoked. And we can throw the ender slag in there and let it do a thing. So it's just going to do its thing. And we should get soul flux and stuff out of that. Perfect. And there's already another one. And yeah, we just need to do this process. It doesn't take very long. And once we get the soul urn, it should be pretty easy. Yeah, this definitely will. I mean, you can automate it if you want by putting another, a block placer right above here. So whatever you want to do, I guess. But it should work. I wish, we do have access to the hopper. Let's see. Hopper. This hopper is always pretty hard to see. It's just an absorption hopper. It's not too bad. I wonder, do we have everything for this? Everything but the hopper itself. Yeah, it's always a thing. Looky there. We already have some of this brimstone. I wonder what the brimstone is actually used for. Bags of brimstone. Ah, you use it to make gunpowder. So that's not bad. Let's go ahead and take our soul flux, this stuff right here. And as soon as we have enough, because the soul urn, if you take a look here, we need plate armor, which requires some padding. That's some easy stuff to make. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to need 10, right? Oh, this is showing what it's used for. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 7 Soulforge steel ingots. And so we're going to need 7 soul flux for that. And 7 coal dust. But mainly 7 of the flux. So yeah, I'll be sitting here doing this for just a minute. Alright, so I went ahead and made a block placer. It's really a simple recipe here. I just went ahead and made that, placed a block up above it, and then flipped this to always on. It does have a redstone timer built into it. So it does have like a... it won't place blocks instantly, basically. So you don't have to worry about lag or anything like that. But yeah, you can just kind of stand here while it does its thing. And you can generate some of the slag, of course, and just kind of wait for it. Or you can place an absorption hopper, or even move this guy if you wanted to. I might even do that. I do want it, though, later on to automate, but right now, Might just use it just for this. Since we can move chests around so easy, why not? Why not just do it this way? And there we go. And of course we have to wait for this to work as well. All right, last but not least, we need to kind of do this. So I went ahead and made another hibachi, or people say hibachi. I don't know how it's pronounced. Either way, but we can go ahead and do this. So you take the soul urn and one of those, and some coal dust, which you get from the crusher, and the flux, and just throw them all in there, and hope that this doesn't break. And you should get one of those steel plus something else, and your soul urn back, which is good because you want your soul urn back, because you're going to need it. So take 8 of the ground netherrack again. If you remember how we did this before, to actually get the soul urn, is you're going to need the filtered hopper. Place that underneath it. Make sure it's hooked up to power, otherwise gas will spawn. And then just have a field day, dropping your netherrack in. And that should also give you a soul urn. And then again, we will repeat this recipe. 1 iron, soul flux, soul urn. And look how fast this actually is. It doesn't take very long at all. This is not that bad. It's just, you know, takes some knowledge of the mod, basically. And there we go. We'll just repeat the process until we have 7 more of the Soulforge steel. Pretty easy. All right, and guys, it's literally that easy. So, save this for later. Throw all this stuff in here. We don't really need that going on. You know what? I am going to go ahead and throw the rest of that in there. Let that do its thing. Might as well. I'll take all of this, the dyes, all that good stuff out of here for right now. We don't really need those things in here. Same with the iron, clay, all that good stuff. Okay. So let's just throw this all back in our system. Everything but our Soulforge steel, which we are going to use to craft here. And there we go. You've been given... Oh, we got another better with mods manual. I get one every single time I load the world up. Don't know why. Don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Okay. So we now have this Soulforge steel anvil. And that is going to be used in this recipe. We do need some aluminum plates. I don't think I have... Oh, I do. I have aluminum plates. Okay, good. Good, good. We literally have just about everything then. So, we need to make the compressor. We should have everything. I think we need to make that furnace. We need to make this with some nether brick. And everything else we should have. Compressor for the win. There we go, guys. So now we have the compressor. We are getting so close to getting ourselves into rocketry. Yes. So this guy is a part of Galacticraft. I don't know how much of Galacticraft is actually unlocked for us. Can we make the standard generator? It doesn't... Yes, we can. But these items are unfamiliar to us. Okay. So for right now, until we get ourselves the stand, we can't really use any other power generation except for what we currently have, which I mean is not a problem. It's not an issue. We have all the cable we could ever want. So let's do this. And we'll take a MV relay. Do I not have an MV connector? Let's go ahead and make one. Unless I'm out. I'm, of course, out of terracotta. Of course I am. This is why I needed to set up that terracotta generator early on. I really did. Okay. Let's go back here. I think I have some terra. Right? I thought I had some terracotta. I had a whole bunch of it. Where did it go? Oh, I know where I put it. It went in here. I'm wondering, does this actually count? No, it does have to be a certain color, of course. Anyways, let's go back here. We can throw that in there. I'm going to let it set for a little bit. I got some stuff I got to sort out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so when it comes to making the terracotta, you actually have to put a bucket of water in here, and then you can just get your regular terracotta out. Wow. I didn't read the recipe right, but this is kind of cool. It uses 1 bucket will get you 4 terracotta, basically. Pretty simple. And there you go. And this will actually empty it out, which is really nice. Bam. There we go. There's 4. I think that was how many we needed for that connector, right? MV connector? Yes. Okay. So now we can get back to what we were actually working on. Alright. So let's place this guy down. We're going to do it in this open area. Because why not? Why not put it wherever we want to put it? Okay. Let's kind of get a good look at this block. It's kind of a fancy looking block. Oh wait, I forgot. This doesn't even require power. Oh man, look at me derping already. So, this guy doesn't even require the connector that we just spent our time making. Oh well. We'll get this worked out. So, let's go ahead and get us some coal. Or charcoal. Doesn't really matter. There we go. And this is going to be used to make some of our steel. So, I think we need steel plates, right? Let's grab some of that. And this should work. Unless it's requiring iron. So let's take a look at our NASA. Because this is what we're working towards making. Compressed steel, which requires steel ingots. Okay. And it'll give us some experience, right? We have to split it like this. Okay. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, this is how this is going to work. We also need an assembly unit. I might as well get my blue out of here while I'm waiting. Since we are going to need a bit of that. And yeah, we'll just let this do its thing while we wait. We can go ahead and make the assembly unit. I think we need a printed circuit board. That, or I may have another one. I did move this. You guys told me to take the assembly laser and put it here. So we can test this out. See if this actually works. Right? Oh, wait, I forgot. It has to be the one that's not... I keep forgetting. It needs to be this guy. And then we can actually change that. Look at there. So I just want to make sure that this actually... the laser actually works. There it goes. I haven't actually seen what the laser looks like. Oh, it's got like a little... yeah, a little bitty laser, just like you would think. And there we go. That's pretty sweet, guys. Yeah, the animations on that is hilarious. Okay, so yeah, we have this to make. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make another one of these, one of those guys, and then this should be about done by then. And I'll be right back. All right, so we got just about everything done except for getting the Inscriber stuff going. So we have to get these engineering presses. And the weird thing is, this requires an engineer's press, which requires a heavy-duty plate, which requires that compressor we were talking about. And I didn't actually notice this right away, because like all this other stuff is normal, but the engineer processor doesn't actually require a diamond. So that is kind of, I don't know, weird to me. But yeah, we need bronze. So we need 4 bronze, 4 aluminum, and 4 steel to get this. So I hope I have some bronze. I just had to use it to make some hoppers. Of course I don't. So copper and tin it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw some of this back in here and let some of that build up, you know, real quick. Shouldn't take very long at all. While we get some other stuff going. So we're also going to need aluminum. And I know I have more aluminum than this. I have to have some aluminum laying around here somewhere. I may just have to cast out some of those plates. Because I think I might have used all of it for that. We'll just do that. We'll cast out. I may have to go farm some more. Which is okay. But this also caught me off guard a little bit. Which I mean, understandable. Things happen. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get those cooked up. Those will make out some ingots. And like I said, this should be pretty easy to actually obtain. I'm making sure that those recipes weren't changed. This is the only one that's a little bit wonky. But while we wait for those things to happen, we can go ahead and make the Inscriber. So we need a Flux crystal. So you need charged Certus quartz, you need, you know, quartz, which we have that dirty quartz. But here's some Certus quartz. We need some of this. We need some redstone. And then right here, we do have some charged Certus quartz. So we are going to make a couple of those, and that recipe should be normal. Shouldn't have changed. So we throw all of these in here. Nope. Okay. Let them do their thing, and there they go. It's kind of weird with them popping like that when they float above the water. It still works. You still get your Flux crystals, and everything's hunky-dory for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Can we make these? Pretty sure I have enough. I only want to make one for right now, because honestly, that's all we really need. And we do need to hook these up to some power. I mean, it doesn't take much power. And this is a good thing we made this cable earlier. Because now we have it to just hook up. So there we go. So let's just throw this on the back here. And we'll just plug in. There we go. Now this should totally work. And we need to actually get some other things processing before we even jump into this. Like the silicon press. So there we go. There's the silicon. And we're going to get this going. So I don't remember, did I put my presses in here? I did. So we take the silicon press. And of course my silicon is over here. Maybe this sword might come in handy, actually. I might actually have a use for it. Alright, so we'll take some of this. It kind of does give you a little speed boost. And we're going to get this going. Now, unfortunately, the only way to really get this automated is with a filter system. We can, though, set it up pretty easy with the type of hoppers we have. Let's see, we do have some really nice hoppers. The omnidirectional hoppers work really good. So I'll take one of those, take one of those. So this is going to actually work out pretty nice. What I can do, I can just set up the omnidirectional hopper to just be a storage system on its own. And I'll just place it down like that. And this one will actually go on the top. I do believe, oh, it's the side. It's actually the side that you put the items in. Okay, I'm probably going to end up covering the water, which is fine. But we can just use this to import items in. And then I need my pneumatic drill. We'll take that guy out. And this is the loveliness of this. Look at that. And then we can basically get this set up and automated. Pretty easy. Well, actually, maybe not. This should not have pulled out the Inscriber. But it does. Huh. I don't think there's a way to filter either. Well, maybe we can't automate this. I don't know why that doesn't lock. That should lock in place and make it where you, I guess, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I guess I'm going crazy. Well, anyways, we still should be able to set a hopper on top. Like that. And throw that in there at least, right? I hope. I hope we can do this. Or from the side, I mean. right? Yes, okay, and it should stack in here, I think. We're about to find out. Yes, okay, so good. That's exactly what I want. All of my other stuff should be working and almost done. We should have some aluminum in here. There we go. So we have aluminum, we needed those plates, and we also need, we also need this as well. We need some bronze. Some good old-fashioned bronze in here. I'm wondering if it's these hoppers that are causing it to do that. I don't know if these hoppers... There's not like an actual filter, is there? The hopper does have upgrades, but I don't think a filter is one of them. Air gate module. Let's see, we have a dispenser upgrade, item light upgrade, entity tracker, block tracker. No, I'm not really seeing anything like that. Oh well, that's no big deal. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get a couple of these going. And the other one is going to be our aluminum. And then we should be ready to go to make this NASA thing. All right, so I went ahead and got the heavy duty plates. I am working on making more because we are going to need a bunch of this stuff now that I look at it. I mean, just all of this stuff requires it. I mean, the ship alone is full of it. So everything requires this from the bottom to the top. I mean, rocket fins, the whole body is made of it. The rocket itself, the engine, the nose cone, all of that. Yeah. We're gonna need a bunch of it. And then this guy, we don't even know what that is yet. Looks like some kind of vehicle or something like that. This is a vehicle, but yeah, look at this. I mean, it just requires tons of this stuff. That's actually like a moon vehicle. But yeah, you go ahead. I mean, you just throw this stuff in here. I am working on more aluminum right now. And there, you throw the steel in there. Look at that. So, what we need to do is actually take the engineering Inscriber, throw that in there, and that's going to cook up, and we're going to get ourselves one of these printed engineers, throw that down here, some redstone, and look, we're going to get one of the processors. Look how easy that is. Alright guys, so I was taking a look as we were working on getting all this plates and stuff that I was working on. I've been working on getting a lot of these done, guys. I think the only other one I need to work on is bronze. But right now I was like, I did see that there is a way to get a spacesuit. It is one of the advancements, but we need this material, which is also made in the compressor. And it just requires 4 aluminum ingots in this configuration. The other stuff is a little bit more difficult to get, and we'll worry about that later. But these all require something different. They don't actually require this, but we have 4 sets of armor, and we need 2 apiece, so that's 8. So we honestly only need 8 of these things, so that's why I was just working on them. And once I get 8, then that'll be it. But we do have to make the prerequisites, which is aluminum plating. I do have enough aluminum plating to make the like base unprepared spacesuit. But yeah, I'm just waiting for this, and then I'm fixing to make more of these heavy duty plates. And honestly, we have enough to make the NASA right now. So I think we're just about ready. So look at that. I think the last thing I need to do is get some bronze. I have more cooking right now. But like I said, I need to make more of this. We have 8 as of right now, and there's a lot of it that I need to make. I needed a lot of, well, I mean, I don't need too much of the bronze, but I do need a fair amount for right now, because a lot of the materials we are going to be making require a lot of bronze. Let me check real quick. I need to grab another stack of copper, because, like I said, bronze for the win. We are just working on getting all that set up. Yeah, for right now, this is doing pretty good. We'll get as much of the bronze sorted out as possible. Looky there. There we go. And as soon as this is done, I think we'll be just about ready to move on. All right, guys. So I think we're just about ready. I went ahead and made tons of the heavy plate. At least I consider that tons right now. It does take a long time to get this, and I mean, if you want to make more of these, I mean, you'd have to make it more. The only thing holding you back is the steel forge, or the Soulforge. I mean, if you want to go ahead and make more of them, you can. I mean, I don't know. Maybe having 2 of them would honestly be faster. I'd say a lot faster. I recommend making more of them. I'll probably have to make more of them, you know, before long. But anyways, you can actually, if you want to get all the items, you can just do this inside of your crafting table, and it'll automatically pull all the items you need out for this, and I recommend doing that. And then there you go. And then we have the printed circuit board that we need for this. So I went ahead and made another one. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and pull all the items into here like this. And look at this. You see the Ender particle effects that's going on? It's drawing all the Ender energy into this crafter. And it's just like a timed crafting station is all this really is. Nothing really fancy about it. It is a recreation of the QED. So yeah, this guy is, I mean, you can make it as compact as you want. You can make more of these. If you had 4, it'd probably be really fast. But man, look at that. We now have the NASA workbench. Wow. Okay, what sections did this open up? So, we have to make a rocket ship and then go to the moon. That is our next section, guys. Wow. And I think making a rocket is not that difficult. If I remember correctly. So if we just place this down for a moment and just kind of just look at this thing, that is phenomenal. Wow. Is this meant to go underground a block? It almost looks like it needs to go down one and be placed this direction. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be placed like down one. Wow. That is so cool looking. And then this has the actual crafting interface, right? Yeah. And then you can put like storage chests up here. Unlock schematic. Very interesting. So it should tell us in the instructions here. Build a tier 1 Galacticraft rocket. So to make a tier 1 Galacticraft rocket, we need each one of these different sections. Hopefully we can make them. Let's start off with a cone. Okay. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. We need 4 fins. 4 fins. I'll take 8 of those out. Ah, and we need more steel, really. Isn't that what we need? So I'm just going to go ahead and get more steel made up, because we can't make a rocket until we have this completed, guys. I used all my steel whenever I was making the heavy plate. I think we have enough heavy plate, though, to make our tier 1 rocket. It's just going to take some time to get all of our other pieces. So look at that. We have the cone. We now have 2 fins ready to go. The engine, this guy is a little bit different, right? Tier 1 oxygen. Okay, tier 1 requires an oxygen vent. Oh, when we pull that out, it gives our items back. Okay. So, let's see. The tier 1 engine requires a tin canister. And then we have this guy, which requires like a fresh flint and steel, a button. We can do fresh flint and steel. I'm not opposed to that by any means. Then we also need an oxygen vent, which requires a steel. Okay. So that is producing. So let's stick around over here while we do this. So oxygen, not too difficult there. Actually, none of this is really that hard. There's our rocket, or our engine. And the rest is making the fins. And I think we have enough here. We do. That's it, guys. That's everything we need for the rocket. Right here. I do believe. We do need 8 of these. I didn't save in here, did it? No. So there's 8. And I think this is upgrade slots. We can add like upgrades here. And I think chest gives you inventory space. And there's this with that. Couple fins. And guys, we have a rocket with storage space of 56. How cool is that? Look at us pick up our rocket. Like we're a Hulk or something like that. I can't believe we're carrying this giant rocket. And watch. Now the rocket's in our inventory and we're carrying the giant rocket in our pocket. We have a rocket in our pocket, guys. A rocket in our pocket. Oh goodness. But yeah, we can now carry this giant rocket around, but we do need somewhere to put this rocket. So, what I recommend making, let's go into Galacticraft. And let's go ahead and make this. We do need 1 extra iron. Do believe I have some over here. Iron blocks. Come on, I was... What went in here? Gold? No way. I have iron ready to go. There we go. So now I have to wait for 1 iron block to be able to make this platform. Come on. Can you turn off? Just cast in there. There we go. So yeah, I'm just really waiting on the iron block. And then we can make a platform to put our rocket on. So, now getting fuel for this thing, I was looking at the fuel loader. That is something that we actually need to make. This guy requires 375 RF. And it says after being connected to a launch pad, a fuel loader will allow fuel to pass into the connected rocket or other vehicles. What fuel does this use? Do we have like rocket fuel? Okay, here's 2 different fuels, or 2 different. So we have fuel and crude oil. The Immersive Engineering Refinery. Ooh, is that something that... So if you take liquid oxygen and kerosene in a Immersive Engineering Refinery, you get fuel. Oh, okay. But to get liquid oxygen, we need this condenser. So we have a little bit more to go before we can actually take off with this rocket to space. So I think that's going to be probably next episode before we can do that. But guys, we're fixing to have a rocket on a pedestal. Look at this. Thrusters are go. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to put the rocket right here as well. And next to all the combustible fluids. You know, that's a great place to put it, you know. Yeah, it's also next to the power. So let's go ahead and build this platform for our rocket. And that's our platform. As you can see, it's kind of like raised in the center. Perfect for our ship. And looky there. Pre-launch checklist. We have a wiki for that. How cool is that? Tier 1 rocket. So we can get in it. There's even a little window. Look at that. We can get out. Okay, and it tells us all the controls right here. Space to launch, ASW to turn left and right, WS to turn up or to turn up down. Okay. Inventory fuel. So if we get inside, we can actually hit G and we can see our inventory and our fuel tank. Okay. That's interesting. And that's about it. So, pretty cool. We do have a rocket, guys. I think real soon we're going to be going to space. Real soon. I think the only thing we need to get up is a refinery. And I don't think that's going to be too hard to set up. We might actually build it in the back here. Because I'll just have to pipe kerosene out. Which won't be too hard. I'll just bring it under here. And I think we'll set the refinery back here. And then we also need to get oxygen running. We'll work on that all next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, getting some Galacticraft started. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a thumbs up. I highly recommend you guys doing that. And as always, you guys are awesome. And thanks for watching.